All right, guys, so what you can see here is the new tool, the CTR Embedded Views tool. Now, this tool, I think, is going to be huge. It's going to be something a lot more than what people might realize, because the possibilities with this is actually kind of phenomenal, because it will work on multiple websites. So I'm testing it right now. You can see it's running right now. I've tested it on medium.com. And what this tool does is you can put in a website address like medium.com or Quora.com, etc. And you can tell it the keywords to go and search for. And when it finds that content in the search engines, it's going to click through. Okay, when it clicks through to the page, it's going to look for your video, but you have to put your video URL into the settings as well. In case you go to somewhere like Quora.com and there's more than one video, for example, it needs to know which video to search for. So you're going to put your video URL, you're going to put your Quora or Medium or website URL, whatever it might be, and you're going to put in there your keywords as well, and then it can do the job that we need it to do. So it's doing three things: searching the search engines for the website address, okay, for the content for the website address, you're using the keywords that you have provided. Okay, so it's going to search for those keywords. So for example, this one, if I just come over here, you can see I put in a longer tail keyword here: YouTube SEO experts actionable tips. And then when it finds the URL, it's clicking through, and then it's going to start looking for that video URL within that page. Okay, so if there's more than one video on that page, it knows which video to go and find, and then it will start to view the video. Okay, and you can set the retention time that you want. Okay, you can also choose to click through to the end screen video if you want, because what it does is it will leave medium.com when it finds your video. It will click on this down the bottom right when it's embedded. When you have your video embedded on another site, it will click. You have a logo for YouTube there, that if you click, it will take it into YouTube. And that's what it's doing with this. So it's clicking through from medium.com and into YouTube. So that's bringing traffic from outside of YouTube into YouTube. They're kind of like that because they're all about advertising. They're all about data and stats. And if you're bringing traffic into YouTube from outside of YouTube, that's a positive thing for them. Anyway, here's the thing with this. We can use this for multiple sites. It was originally designed to use for Quora.com. If you want to use it for Quora.com, you're better to use it with test your keywords first manually inside Google, and just check that you can find it, because it was originally built for Quora, where we would use Quora Answers URL. Okay, and with that Quora Answers URL, it was very easy because we've got this other tool here that we built first, the bulk embedded tools. So I'm not quite sure yet. I mean, it's just a few hours ago I got hold of this, how well it's going to work with Quora, but this will work in forums. It will work on places like Medium. It will work on Web 2.0 sites like Tumblr, etc. as well. And it could work on local marketing kinds of sites like Google My Business, etc. as well. I don't know yet. I'm just waiting for some other people who are going to test some stuff for me as well, so that we can see just the scope of what we got here. But here's the thing with this: we can take it further no matter what we find. And, you know, no matter how good we think it is, we can always take it a little bit further. We can always edge it towards a better tool just by adding a feature or two that's achievable to do, that's very quick to do, so that we can maybe make it into a good tool for GMB. We can make it into a really good tool for being able to do those extended channel session times by using those end screen videos, etc. There's lots of different things that we can achieve with this if we just think outside the box on how to use it. But you can see it's working. It's finding in the search engines, and then when it finds in the search engines, it's going to look for the video. When it finds a video, clicks through into YouTube, as you can see here, and it's going to watch according to the percentage that I have set, which is like 94% or something like that, 94 to 100%. It will do something randomly. SEO experts from videos. I'll just put the volume down on that, and everything happens on automatic. Now, another thing about this as well is because we are using it for kind of bulk views, what we can do with this is we can try some different proxies, okay? But you've got to understand, if you're going to try different proxies from squid proxies, which are kind of expensive, but they work perfectly, squid proxies. But if you're looking for sort of bulk views, you need to find some other proxies that we can use that are going to be a lot cheaper, that we can use for bulk views, okay? So kind of like rotating proxies could work, but you got to understand with those kind of proxies, you're going to get some dead proxies with them, okay? There's not going to be 100% success rate. That's the price you pay for, you know, trying to do bulk. You've got to understand that. So if you want to, you know, like 100% accuracy with this kind of stuff, we use squid proxies, but they're expensive, okay? So the only way that we can maximize this is if you are in the Facebook group that we have created specifically for the purpose of doing campaign swaps. So what we can do in there is we can get our campaigns, and we can basically checkbox, we can click on save and export that file so that somebody else can import that same file into the VidAttack Alpha software. All they do is they click on open, import the file, and it will look like this. Now what you want to do is you want to set that up. Say for example, if they've got 25 proxies, you don't want to do more than 50 views from 25 proxies, and you do want to have a variation of the keywords. So you want to know what keywords are right that you can get found for before you actually do that campaign swap, so that you're not wasting somebody's time, because they might have other swaps to do as well. And what we can do then is we can just import each other's campaigns where there's 0 views in that campaign setup, so that when it's returned, it's going to have the exact amount of views that was agreed. Now, here's where it gets exciting with this. I spoke to my coder last night, and I said, look, this is what we're trying to do. What can we do to make this better? He suggested we do something like we did with the Backlink Alpha. What we did with the Backlink Alpha is we made a sort of server-side web membership area, or web analytics area for each customer. Okay, so each customer could click on a little link at the top of Backlink Alpha. Now we're going to do the same with VidAttack Alpha. Okay, and what that will do is it will store and save all of your searches, all of the history of the searches, where your views came from, the keywords that came from, the IP that was used. And plus we can do some other things as well, like give you something that will sit in your taskbar. So campaign swaps can happen. And the campaign swaps can happen because everybody else who wants to get views from campaign swaps will have that activated as well. And it can be done on a credits system, so that if you want to do 50 views, you've got to give 50 views. Okay, so we have that running in your taskbar. Okay, that way we don't need the Facebook group. We can actually just use the Facebook group just for strategy stuff for VidAttack Alpha. And we can have this built in with the web API. We can have this built in with the sort of server-side web page for each individual customer, so they can see exactly what's happening with the searches, how many views they got, what IPs used, etc., etc. So it can get very, very, very exciting at that point. That's what we're looking to do next. Now it's going to take us at least 4 weeks, probably about 6 weeks to build that. And as we build that out, then we will make a lot of noise about it at the time, so people can choose if they want to upgrade to that. Now it has to be an upgrade. There's at least 2-3 months work in the development. We can get it up and running probably in about 4 to 6 weeks. It doesn't stop at that point. It carries on at that point. The continuation of the work carries on at that point. It's not something we can just give away. Okay, this is an external sort of tool that we will build on the server to give us extra power, and what we will have to do for that is we're going to have to charge monthly for that one. So it could be something like 27 or 37 bucks a month, but it's going to be worth it because everybody can get to share this, and everybody can get, you know, more views using the high quality proxies without the fear of getting too many views for the same proxy, and without having to waste time on proxies that are failing, so that we can just make sure that we're getting the results that we want in a timely manner and in a safe way as well, so that we can increase our rankings via engagement signals that Google and YouTube likes to do. So we can also take that further as well. Once that part is done, we can take it further by saying, well, why don't you leave a comment on there? Why don't you leave a like on there? And it could be just a bunch of tasks created that we create in your taskbar, that you can click on one, it will open a video and it will say to you like this video, leave a comment, whatever. If you want to do that kind of thing as well, we can discuss that nearer the time, so that we've got that ability where other people all over the world can be doing that for each other. That's exciting. Okay, that's where we want to go with this. So anyway, that's what's happening with this. You can see that sometimes we get this with the capture solver. We need to use to capture with VidAttack Alpha. To capture is very, very good. Now I can go and fill this in myself if I want to, but if I just leave it, I know that it will do it itself. With the to capture, sometimes it does take some time. Sometimes I just get bored waiting for it, and then click it and it will pop up and I'll try to fill it in. And then when I go to try and fill it in, the to capture kicks in and completes the thing for me. Anyway, that's basically the CTR embedded video tool, and that's how it works. Okay, now I'm tempted. I can't help it. Where's the bridges? That's a bridge. That's a bridge. Where's the other one? There's usually 3 bridges. Where's the third bridge? Damn it, they don't have a third bridge, do they? Oh, here. I think that's a bridge. Come on. Come on, crack on. You have to wait for this. Yay, there we go. All right, sometimes you can jump in if you want to. Anyway, that's it, guys. I mean, it's quite an exciting update, right? But I can't give this to everybody. This tool has got it's got license. License will activate if you've got the full version. Okay. If you haven't got the full version of this tool, I will make a way for you to be able to get this tool via a bonus that we will give this tool away as a bonus, I should say, for an upcoming affiliate promotion that we do. Okay, you're going to see us do that kind of thing quite a lot. Okay, but I will give you an option as well that you can just go ahead and purchase up your way up to the full version as it is now, the full version, so you can take advantage of all these free tools. These 2 tools, the bulk video views and bulk embedded tools, they're already in even the light version, but only the basic version of it. It doesn't have the end screen video viewer for these 2 tools. This third tool was built just less than 24 hours ago. Just a few hours ago I received this. When I woke up this morning, it was there, it was ready for me. So I've not had time to play around with this yet, but this tool is the powerful tool. This tool is the power tool because it can do it with multiple websites. Imagine you can do this with forums, you can do it with medium.com, you can do it with Core, you can do it with traffic sites. Wow, what can we do with this? The imagination just runs riot because we can do quite a lot. Now, I did an earlier video, it was a live stream video as well, in this same channel that you're watching right now. So if you go and find that video, you will see it's like 45 minutes long, but it's got great information. I've dropped nuggets all the way through, and I've given some ideas how we can use this all the way through. Some stuff that you might not have thought about, but when you understand what I'm telling you there, it will set some light bulbs going off, and some great ideas will come into your head, so you will get your own strategies and your own thoughts on what you can do as well. So check it out. Thanks for watching.